Bersatu made headlines today after reports that Hamzah Zainudin had been summoned by the party's disciplinary board. Meanwhile, Lawyers for Liberty reminded Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim that he serves all Malaysians in response to his remarks on the tempo issue. Tensions within Bersatu are mounting as divisions between camps aligned with party president Muhyiddin Yassin and his deputy Hamzah Zainudin become increasingly public. Hamzah's allies have begun closing ranks around him amid speculation that moves are underway to suspend or expel the deputy president from the party. In a Facebook post shortly after midnight, suspended Bersatu leader Wan Fayhsal Wan Kamal challenged Hamzah Zainudin's detractors to bring it on and take action if they dared. He said they had spent 3 years waiting to sack Hamzah and urged them to act openly rather than resorting to behind-the-scenes maneuvers. He also accused Muhyiddin of surrounding himself with sycophants as well as alleged drunkards and sinners. However, he did not name anyone in his post. He added that these leaders have no dignity because they are beholden to the Madani government. When asked to clarify his remarks, Wan Fayhsal claimed that such leaders have been implicated in graft. He told Malaysia Kini that there are some leaders who have outstanding cases with the MACC. He did not elaborate or substantiate his claims. Wan Fayhsal was among the Bersatu MPs who had been punished over efforts to oust Muhyiddin as party president. Hamzah has long been accused of supporting the anti-Muhyiddin camp, despite the Bersatu deputy president making a public show of loyalty to the party president. Muhyiddin's critics have sought to oust the party chief over concerns that the party would lose public support without fresh leadership. Earlier today, it was reported that Hamzah had been summoned for the second time by the party's disciplinary board. This is over allegations of misconduct against the party president. According to a disciplinary board notice leaked to the media, the board had received 4 separate complaints regarding Hamzah's alleged misconduct. 3 of the complaints had been filed on February 5, 2026, while another complaint was dated September 30th last year. An excerpt from the notice, signed by Bersatu Disciplinary Board Chairperson Razi Manan, said that the respondent made a public statement on January 28 that he was not even invited to the meeting and questioned how he was supposed to attend. According to the excerpt, this was a statement that tarnished the image of the party president as well as the image of the party as a whole. Hamzah is also accused of attempting to sabotage the party's 2025 Annual General Assembly and had allegedly thwarted a debate motion to retain Muhyiddin's role as party president and as prime ministerial candidate. It also noted that Hamzah had failed to prevent other party members from making statements which have embarrassed the party president and attack the party's leadership. According to the disciplinary board letter, Hamzah is supposed to give his statement at the party's headquarters on February 12th.
From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us.
Lawyers for Liberty has urged Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to retract his directive for local councils to clean up houses of worship built in violation of the law. LFL Executive Director Zayed Malik said the retraction is necessary to prevent the further spread of racial and religious hatred. In a statement, he said a more holistic and respectful approach must be employed when discussing the matters affecting the houses of worship of any religious community in Malaysia. He described Anwar's directive as dangerous and irresponsible and warned that it could open the door to the indiscriminate demolition of Hindu temples. He added that it is a disturbing, stunning statement from the Prime Minister and questioned whether Anwar had considered its consequences. He also questioned what exactly did Anwar mean when he called for the local council to clean up areas not belonging to the temples. He said the only conclusion is that he means their eventual demolition, as he offers no alternative solution to resolve the issue. Zayed emphasized that focusing solely on legality misses the larger picture, as houses of worship do not appear without purpose. He pointed out that it has historical, religious, and sentimental value to the community that it serves. He said to reduce it simply to a matter of land ownership ignores the subtleties and intricacies of a multicultural and multi-religious country like Malaysia. Earlier, Anwar had commented on the ongoing dispute over houses of worship, stressing that everything must follow the rule of law. He criticized both sides, the individuals who try to take matters into their own hands and those who justify the construction of houses of worship in violation of the law. Anwar said that while the federal constitution recognizes the right to practice religion, it does not mean the government can allow houses of worship to be built not in accordance with the law.
Yang tidak boleh dibiarkan ialah percambahan. Naik di mana-mana. Di bawah pohon, ya, di mana-mana. Dan ini mesti dihentikan. Saya tanya di India, ataupun bagi masyarakat Cina, di negara Cina, itu tidak diizinkan. Di India tidak diizinkan. Melainkan kuih-kuih yang sah.
He added that local councils have been ordered to demolish any houses of worship that were built illegally. In his speech, Anwar stressed that while the policy might not be popular, it was necessary because the country had to follow the rule of law. He also reprimanded certain individuals who have been campaigning against alleged illegal temples and planning to demolish them. He said even if they are in the wrong, you still have to follow the law.
If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe.
Back to Anwar, during his speech, he also commented on Putrajaya's intervention on pig farming plans in Selangor. He said it was not aimed at restricting the rights of non-Muslims who consume pork. Anwar added that the issue instead was environmental and cleanliness, as well as worries by Muslims and others who do not consume pork. However, he stressed that the issue must be handled carefully and respectfully. In an address to the National Unity Ministry staff in Putrajaya today, Anwar said concerns about pig farming were not limited to Muslims. Recalling his days living in Penang, Anwar said he had a Chinese neighbor who consumed pork, but did not want a pig farm nearby.
Karena masalah persekitaran, masalah kebersihan, masalah bau. Ya. Begitu juga dalam masyarakat. Bagi sebab itu bagi saya tidak lihat dari segi kaum. Ya. Dari segi keperluan, ya, orang Cina atau yang bukan Islam makan babi, jangan kita larang. Itu hak dia. Ya. Tetapi kawasan penduduknya yang tidak makan babi, termasuk orang Islam, itu tentunya kita tidak galakkan.
Previously, the Selangor government had planned to centralize pig farming at Bukit Tagar in Hulu Selangor. However, the plan was put on hold after Anwar requested that the project be suspended or relocated to a more suitable area, provided the technology use is fully assured. The second round of the 100 ringgit Rama Necessities Aid, Sara, for all Malaysians aged 18 and older can be redeemed starting today. This time, the aid also covers frozen foods, and it can be redeemed until the end of the year. 10,000 small grocers will also be part of the network of stores where Sara can be redeemed. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim shared the announcement on his Facebook this morning. Meanwhile, in an address to the National Unity Ministry staff in Putrajaya today, Anwar said that the aid would help those who spent on Thaipusam recently, as well as those preparing for Chinese New Year and Ramadan. He said while the amount may seem small, the total Sara aid, including the monthly payouts to Rama Cash Aid recipients, comes up to 15 billion ringgit. He added that it would not be fiscally responsible for the government to give more aid quickly. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm John. Thanks for watching.